This is the pre-owned 2021 Mercedes-Benz AMG GLA 45, and I'm Richard Gomez. Let's hop into it. So we'll start off with the exterior. You see we got the white with the black rims, some other black accents. This particular model is the night package. I do need to wash it. Let's hop into the interior. You can simply touch the doorknobs for unlocking it. It also brings out the mirrors if you do a certain setting. And if you simply touch it again, you can go ahead and lock it, or you can just simply use the key. Let's go ahead and hop in. Got that famous AMG steering wheel, paddle shifters, got the black interior with the red stitching, and then the carbon fiber for the accents. Back seat could sit 3 if you got a small person in the middle. And the trunk, not really much to see back here. You could always take that off and then lower the back seats for more space. And then you simply got the button right there to close it. And if you got an AMG, this is really where you want to be at. It's all about the driving experience. Famously, Mercedes has got the seat controls on the doors instead of on the side where the seat is, or on the side of the seat. And then on this one, we've got the heated seats. Got all your door and window, mirror, locks, all the controls right there. And then we've got AMG on the center console on the screen. Some nice size screens right there, all digital. And then we got the mirrors. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights. Back seat. Got all of our climate controls here. Some storage space down here. And on Mercedes, they got the center console that opens up for 2 sides. Got some cup holders. Also got the side compartments and the doors. Got AMG on the carpets. Some storage space down there. We got the mirrors, the lights on the sun visors. I always like Mercedes rear view mirror. It's all pretty seamless. Kind of like a chrome finish all the way around, or edgeless finish, I guess you could call it. All right. Let's start it up. Pretty cold right now. Once we got it started up, then you got all the ambient lighting. Currently got the blue and pink right now. And then if you have a setting turned on in here, you can have it transition back and forth between the 2 different colors if you got multicolor selected. You got controls down here for the right screen. So go to home, and you got your AMG performance, so you can see pretty much anything active about the car currently, like how much horsepower you're putting out, torque. You see your numbers on that, air pressure for the tires, all that good stuff. And then you got your media controls. You got comfort for your seats, the lighting, a bunch of different stuff. Phone, standard stuff, Bluetooth, all that good stuff. a bunch of settings for the car. You could even change like something as simple as the doors automatically opening and closing when you're unlocking and locking the car. Go into here. Yeah, your parking assistant. So, you know, it'll show a bird's eye view of the car, and you know, anything that you're potentially close enough to hit or start beeping at you. A bunch of settings in here. Go back out of it. You change your how your seats feel, colors on the ambient lighting. This is my favorite one is the red moon. You change it to ocean blue, purple sky. I know this is a pretty common one that people like, purple and blue, and it will transition again just like that pink and blue one. I'll let it go through that real quick. Heated seats on this particular model, no sunroof. And that's it, transitioning from the purple and blue to the blue and purple. And we got fire red, some green. So those are the pre-selected multicolor from Mercedes, and then if you click off the multicolor, then you got your I believe it's 64 different shades or colors that you can choose from. But I'll go ahead and go back to my red moon. And then I also personally like going over to the engine the most, so you can check out your fuel consumption. Dynamic select, so you could choose, you know, your suspension, exhaust, a bunch of different stuff in there. And then you can check out tire pressure, all that good stuff. Go ahead and go back to engine. And you got all your different controls right here on the steering wheel as well. You got your paddle shifters, you know, phone, volume, cruise control. And then this left side also, you control the left screen, the right side, right screen. Mercedes, famous shifter on the actual steering column instead of over here. A million times better over here. Every time I get in another car that isn't Mercedes at this point, I'm still reaching for up here for a while. Got our start engine, windshield wipers, and paddle shifters. You got your lights over here. I'm gonna go ahead and drive this thing. Let's hop into it. Another cool thing about having the AMG performance numbers right here for the engine is right now you could see, you know, it changing for the horsepower and torque based off of whatever input I'm putting in with my foot for the accelerator. And you got your backup camera right here, and then that was that bird's eye view I was talking about earlier. And then also too, if you put it back in drive after reversing, it actually has a camera in the front grille to show you in front of you if it helps for parking or you know, parallel parking, just so you know how close you are your hood from the car in front of you. And then it will automatically turn off, I think, when you get to a certain speed or been having it in a certain drive mode for a certain amount of time, like have it in drive for a little bit. So as soon as that shuts off, I will show you the other thing I was going to show you. Put on my seatbelt real quick. we got it shut off. So if we take a look at this real quick, you can see it's like a, I'd call it a darker shade of blue right now. It turns like a lighter shade of blue or a white as soon as you get to a certain temperature. So once the white line has reached the end of that blue right there, you can see it going up right now for the engine. But yeah, once it gets past that line, it's basically telling you, hey, I'm at operating temp now. You're good to put it in Sport Plus and not break me, basically. I definitely have put it in Sport Plus before it got to operating temp. Never got in a check engine light or anything like that, but yeah. I'm assuming that your car will actually last a little bit longer if you, did actually do that. So right now we're in comfort mode. Got the C right there. I'm gonna turn off the auto start and stop for when you come up to a stop sign or red light or whatnot. I just love the dash on this thing too. How it looks. You got your miles per hour on the left, your gas, your RPM. You got the blinker right now. Turn to the left. This thing is just a beautiful car, man. Interior, exterior, everything. Sound, feeling. Right now we're in comfort. We waft along. Going for a cruise. You also put in sport. Just turn it to the right once. Even shows over here on the right screen as well. So that will make your suspension a little bit stiffer. Your transmission shift a little bit faster. I kind of feel like it opens up the exhaust a little bit, or maybe one side. But then you put it all the way into Sport Plus. It turns into a completely different car with the exhaust. The RPMs go up for idling. Transmission's a lot more snappy. Suspension's super stiff in comparison to comfort mode. So when you're going around corners and stuff like that, the body isn't rolling around. Yeah, Sport Plus is my favorite. You also got your individual mode for the setting that you could adjust earlier, so you can change how the suspension is, the exhaust, all that good stuff. So if you wanted to, you wanted to have the car popping like it was in Sport Plus, but still have really soft suspension, then you could do that. Have it in individual mode. I actually don't really use the individual mode at all. Then if you go one more to the left, you got the icy or slippery setting. So if you wanted to, stay pretty safe on the road when it's like snowing or raining outside, good setting. I think it actually makes the car like even slower than if you're in comfort mode. Like it really picks up for the traction control. Just trying to keep you overall safe and not slip or anything like that, or lose traction or anything. So sometimes when it's raining out pretty bad outside, I'll put it in slippery. I think I have when it was snowing too. Go ahead and put it back into comfort mode until we get the car warmed up for a little bit. So yeah. Overall, in comfort mode, it's very luxurious feeling. Just kind of putting around. But if you wanted to, you could still put your foot down, like on the freeway to overtake someone, and all the power that you would have in Sport Plus, it's still going to be there. So it would still, get up to about 400 horse and about, I think, 350 for the torque. I might have that switched around. Forgive me if I did. Hop onto the freeway for a little bit. this car. Overall feeling, you have that ambient lighting in the peripheral of your vision. So prevalent at night. Got the white LEDs at night. See really well. Overall, just a solid car. Then you got the performance of the AMG. I've had quite a bit of cars, especially for my age at this point, and also have been in the passenger seat of multiple cars, and even supercars and all that good stuff, McLarens, Lambos, all that good stuff. And you really just can't beat the overall quality, performance, and somewhat luxurious feeling of Mercedes AMG. I mean, it's just a good, solid car. I personally never had any issues with them either. Never a check engine light or anything like that. My buddy's had a check engine light on one of his, but it was just for the thermostat. So replaced it, it turns off. No issues. Reliability. If you're in an AMG, you probably don't really care about this, but fuel economy, still good. It's not like a Honda Civic or anything like that, but I think this usually gets about, without I drive it, like about 20 miles to the gallon. I think if I really wanted to, which I don't, you can get 30 out of it. And if you're really just flooring it everywhere, then about 10, 15. I'd say that's about enough of the comfort mode. I'll go ahead and bring us back to when gotten up to operating temp for the tranny. It looks like the coolant's already gotten to the operating temp. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys, we're back, and as you can see, we're still in comfort mode, and we've got the temperature at operating temp. We got past the darker blue. We're now at the lighter blue, or the white. Let's go ahead and switch it on over to Sport Plus. Let's try Sport for a little bit, actually. Let's try it out. I don't particularly like Sport Plus. I don't really use it very often. It's like right there. I guess it's a good middle ground between Comfort and Sport Plus. Every once in a while I'll use it for like a bit heavier traffic, like on the freeway, like stop and go traffic or whatnot. You can still get up and going, but you know, not jerking the car at all in Sport Plus, or too slow like Comfort for accelerating. Excuse me. That's enough of that. Everyone's here for the Sport Plus. Change it right there. There's another button down there, the dynamic button that you can swap it from. But we're now in Sport Plus, as you can see right there and right there. You can use the paddle shifter as a downshift. Got a little pop right there. Now you could just allow the transmission to shift automatically. But where's the fun in that when you could use the paddle shifters? So left side's downshift, right side's upshift. downshifted a little bit. Oh, another pop right there. So I'll just let the the transmission shift itself on this one. Oh, a lot of pops on that one. My favorite downshift is going from third to second for popping. I've noticed that with like all of the AMGs I've driven, to be honest. Sometimes you'll get a good pop out of the second gear to first gear. Pretty good too. You know, it also pops pretty good too if you manually upshift to any gear, honestly. But yeah, I like upshifting in Sport Plus, like just a few hundred, RPM below the red line or the rev limiter. But you can still waft around and act like you're in any comfort mode when you're in Sport Plus or Sport or any of the modes, to be honest. But if you need it, just put your foot down right there. If the car wants to, it'll downshift if you're sitting at too low RPM. Braking is amazing in this car as well, in any AMG, to be honest. They also have the RPM set for idle different in each mode. And it'll also be different depending on the temperature of the car too. Nice Mercedes Star. I don't know why I love it so much, but manually shifting in an AMG, especially these four-banger AMGs, 4-cylinder, it's just the pops that you get out of these things. This is the GLA 45, but like CLA 45, A35, these types of cars, they just sound so good. To get all the performance that you get out of the four-banger with AMG is just crazy. Crack the windows a little bit, see if you can hear a little bit more of the exhaust sounds that you can get from this thing. A little bit of a burble there. Oh, some pops right there. First, in this car, for whatever reason, you gotta like do it perfectly. I don't know, it's like a few different RPMs that it might pop at. You might get one big pop out of it, or just a few burbles. I don't know. Second to first is kind of weird for the downshift. I don't know. I do want to show you how easy it is to just do a launch start in these things though too. Got it in Sport Plus. Got the foot pressed firmly on the brake, and then put it on the accelerator. Let go. So that's a boosted or launch start. It just hooks up. It just hooks up, and it's so easy to do that too. You just put your foot on the brake, hold that down, put your foot on the accelerator, the gas, and push it down all the way to the floor, and then let go of the brake with your left foot, and you're done. You're taking off. Instant hookup, 4-wheel drive. Love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. There's a little bit of G-force on this. My keys came out of my pocket, flew into the back seat as soon as we launched right there. There's some pops. Oh, that was good for first gear. Second to first downshift. Do a little bit of a pull here. I hope you guys can hear the pops of the windows down a little bit. And for some reason, if you barely drag the brakes a little bit when you're downshifting, for the pops, it's a little bit better, in my opinion. Just like upshifting manually, a few hundred RPM sooner than the red line or the rev limiter. Just sounds a little bit nicer, and you get that driver's feeling from it too. You're like interacting with the car instead of just letting it do its own thing. With all the technology in cars nowadays, it's pretty easy to just let the kind of car do it itself, just steer. Favorite part about Sport Plus, some tunnels. Roll it down the windows a little bit more so you can try and hear it. Downshift for a little bit. There you go. Sounds like a gunshot going off, honestly. So loud. Alright, we got a red light again. Oh, we got a green. I was about to say, got a red light. I'd say that's a perfect time to end the video. Alright, it looks like we're not getting another red light. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I hope you guys have a great, fantastic, lovely day. And I'll see you guys on the next one.